Hello guys, and welcome to the April 9th patch note rundown for Throne and Liberty, where the primary thing we're going to be getting this week is a brand new battle pass. You can see the skin featured right here. Looks really cool that you can get on there. One of the cooler skins I think that we've seen in the battle pass so far. You can level up the battle pass as always just by playing and doing weekly events, logging in daily, and then doing your standard stuff, just playing the game in Throne of Liberty. You should be able to get it all the way to level 50. Now, the standard battle pass has just about all the same stuff that you would expect. I'll be honest with you though, I think they're giving us a lot more runes than they normally do, but definitely a lot of really nice stuff in the normal battle pass. 1 million Solent at the end of the pass, but basically the same stuff that we got last time in this regard. You get some weapon mastery, you get magic powder, some rare skill books, some precious polished crystal, and everything else in between there. The 500 Lucent Battle Pass, which you can get for completely free to play if you just play the game and sell what you get in the game. On the auction house, you can get 500 Lucent on your own without spending a dime. It's basically just going to give you more of everything on the 500 Lucent version of the Battle Pass. Definitely worth it. You're basically just going to get double down on things. You're going to get more skill books. You're going to get more weapon mastery. You're going to get more runes and everything like that. And of course, precious polished crystal, which I think is the most precious resource in the game right now for a lot of players leveling up their gear. Obviously, they're kind of everywhere, but every little bit helps. At the end of the paid battle pass, you get the Amatoi Cotton Candy Tree Shooty, which is pretty cool. Again, you can see that featured up here on the right side here. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so the shop after the battle pass has a lot of the same stuff that we saw before. So you're going to be able to get mastery. That's usually the best thing that people count on. You're also going to be able to get the fruit of abundance that allows you to eat the fruit of abundance, and then for 30 minutes you get way more Solent. Highly recommend both of those two things as you do your abyssal tokens in the open world. There's trade extraction stones and things like this as well as a special resonance stone, and a lot more Solent that you can get and exchange things for as well. Now, in the Eternal Star store, you can actually get a brand new pose called the Gyaru piece. And I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but I looked it up, and this is the pose your character is going to do, which is probably pretty cool for female characters. Maybe a little gauge for the male characters, but you know what? Who's to judge at the end of the day? You're also going to be able to get the Helmet of Light, which is a headdress. Apparently an honorable helmet given by the king himself to grant an elven archer who led countless battles. So some cool headset or a headdress of some kind, and we'll see what that looks like later, as well as a few other things like Solent and things like this. As far as the other event details goes, you're going to get the Savvy's treasure chest, which is actually a brand new login event. You can log in. You're going to get Solent. You're going to get precious polished crystals. You're going to get rare gem boxes and things like this as well. Also, again, very crucially, you're going to be getting weapon mastery, which is something that every player really needs to be grinding for. That's what every player in the game is grinding for. Obviously, you need the precious polished crystal, but let's be honest, that's everywhere. The mastery is really the thing that slows a lot of people down, and then re-rolling as well. So the more mastery, the better. And yeah, so this should just be a login reward that we're going to be getting here. Sadly, no runes in the login rewards, but hey, you know what? I'll take free mastery where I can find it. Also, a few of the Razlan Adventure support ends. That is basically just the other login event that we had. That's going to be ending on April 16th as well. As far as the patch itself goes, not much going on here. They're going to let us know of a few known issues going on and some bug abnormalities. As far as titles go, there's an issue with the Conqueror of Dimension Season 3, which is not displayed in the title list. Rune stat filter, there's an issue where the boss related options are not displayed in the rune exploration conditions. And then in the arena, there is an intermittent phenomenon of anonymously processing in general battles. So I assume that means just leaving or getting disconnected there. Production, there's an issue where the producer list for the rare polished crystals that can be made with the rune fragments does not match the actual NPCs that can make them. The production end date for the rare polished crystals that can be made with rune fragments does not actually exist. but there is an issue where it is displayed differently from the actual date. Determination of dimension. There's an issue where the dimension crystal item is not displayed in the bag. They say they thank us for our time in Silicium. Very importantly in this patch, we're not seeing a fix to the level 15 dimensional trial bug that we saw a lot of people exploit last week. I don't know if you want to call it an exploit, you want to call it a bug. I call it a bug mainly because I would kind of put that on the developers in a lot of cases. But whether or not the leaderboards are actually going to be changed to reflect the people kind of abusing the bug remains to be seen. They didn't say anything in these patch notes, so a little worried about it myself, but we will see. Anyway, guys, remember to like the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.